The Amazing Digital Circus is a web series, show, short film, it's a YouTube video, whatever, that was released recently this year and blew up out of nowhere and joined the pantheon of viral animated YouTube projects like Ruby, Has Been Hotel, Hell of a Boss, and more, I guess. After watching the first and only episode, I can say that while it didn't blow me away like some of the aforementioned examples did from the first episode, it did at least pique my interest. The episode starts with no introduction or exposition.
Okay, I like it, Picasso.
And introduces us to protagonist Pomni, a jester who mysteriously and inexplicably appears in an equally mysterious world only referred to as the Amazing Digital Circus, which is populated by weirdly shaped, sentient, inanimate objects and whatever that is. Everything displayed to us is in pretty pastel colors with a lighthearted aesthetic and look, and according to the AI ringmaster Kane, they also participate in fun activities. Of course, as this is an animated YouTube show, it's not all sunshine and rainbows, and that would also be a boring video. Something that was purposely looked over in the first episode is that Pomni, which isn't her real name by the way, apparently wore a weird headset and found herself in the digital circus.
I put on some weird headset and now I'm here.
She doesn't remember her name, where she came from, how she got here, or how she got the headset in the first place. The only thoughts constantly running through her head are that she was brought here without a warning, she remembers nothing, and apparently she's stuck here forever. And to top it all off, she's now forced to live the rest of her life with these strangers who were also once regular humans and have to fight for survival and to maintain her very obviously declining sanity. So yeah, it's essentially an isekai. Throughout the pilot, we learn that the circus has several threats in the form of malicious creatures and voids, that its inhabitants have no need to sleep or eat, and that eventually they will go past their mental limits and become something terrifyingly different. However, despite this, the pilot also left a lot to the imagination and hints at a greater mystery of the show. Who is Pomni? Where is she from? What is this headset? Why did she specifically receive it? And from whom? That computer looks old. When is the series setting? What and where exactly is the digital circus? And who are these people Pomni is surrounded by? These are just some of the questions that raced through my head as I watched the pilot. And as someone who's a sucker for a good mystery, I can't wait to, hopefully, find all the answers I'm looking for. My favorite part of the pilot is that it did a good job of displaying the anxiety, trauma, and slow descent into madness on our dear protagonist's dumb face, which is really emotive actually. Good job, guys. These emotions are perfectly reasonable for someone whose life and perception of reality is taken away in an instant, knowing they don't belong here, but not knowing where they do belong, missing home and normalcy, but not knowing where home is and what normal is anymore. It's a terrifying thought and a good subversion of what an isekai would probably be. But honestly, it's not terrifying or cruel enough. I want to see real emotions that are validated in the show, and also just how far the deep end a member of the circus has to be before they eventually change, and how they cope and deal with their day-to-day circumstances. On that note, I'd also like to give some predictions on how the show story will go in potential future episodes. They're all based on nothing but my likely wrong perception of the show so far. The digital circus is probably a form of confinement, imprisonment, or experiment that targets outcasts for either a social experiment, entertainment, or torture. As such, Pomni is most likely some sort of social outcast or recluse, and presumably the others are as well. It's all also likely being controlled by either some group or some crazy person who feels justified. More characters will be glitched or will at least be dangerously close. There's also definitely more to Kane than meets the eye. I don't trust him. And characters' past will be revealed and will likely be sad, profound, endearing, or whatever. And I'm so confident in all of this. Either way, the Amazing Digital Circus clearly has a lot of potential. While I wish the pilot played around more with its mysteries, the foundation it sets was already enough to keep hundreds of millions of people engaged, including me, and had them wanting for more. Many of them are so engaged, in fact, they've begun to make their own questionable spin-off content, to say the least. Overall, despite admittedly being a little overhyped, the Digital Circus seems like a genuinely good show that deserves its success. The story seems ripe for fun mysteries and theories, and the characters seem endearing, so we can only hope its potential is fulfilled. Lord knows I need the content. Thanks for watching this weird video. If you liked it, like and subscribe, and if you didn't, why are you still watching? Like, what the fuck? Leave.